Welcome to our episode of Apartment Saturdays, and this week I take a look at Gabe the Cupid Dog. After all, true love is forever. And no, that's not something I came up with. It's literally on the back of the box. Yeah, very on the nose advertising there, back of the box. But as far as the film goes, it's bad. I mean, I had some fun with it, but that's because, I'm a weirdo that watches lots of bad movies, on the grounds that, some of them have to be so bad they're kind of funny at least, because of just how bad they are. I mean, I don't think this is, deliberate incompetence either. I think, they were trying their best, but they were given some really bad material to work with. Like, seriously. The movie opens up with Eric breaking up with his current girlfriend, with her, marching out of the house and being all upset because, Eric isn't ready to commit, to a real relationship. She's like, we've been dating for 11 months, and I still haven't seen your parents. Well, are you ashamed of me? And like, we need to have kids now. My clock is ticking down, Eric. My clock!
Why do we have to be in such a rush?
My clock is ticking, Eric.
What does this have to do with clocks?
So she gets mad and drives off, in a huff. Because, Eric has no lines whatsoever. He's not very smooth, like chocolate. He's very rough, like sand. That gets everywhere. It's irritating. At any rate, we then, get introduced to our female lead, who apparently, is a single mom, and her best friend's like, you need to get back on the dating scene. She's like, I'll hook you up with some male friends of mine. Which doesn't sound very promising, considering she's dating Jerry, a guy who openly admits he's trying to, he doesn't want to settle down with any woman, He's like, I'm having relationships with various women at the same time, so, pickup artist kind of guy.
Girls who are at least WTP.
WTP.
Yeah, with the program.
Ooh, I smell trouble. Or maybe I just smelled Jerry.
But he also decides to hook up, Eric with various, women he knows. Which goes very badly for both of them. Like none of them are the one, because we gotta play up that whole, there's the right person for you out there somewhere trope, very, very hard. And of course, while this is all going on, Eric gets told he's got a job. He has to find the author of the hit new book, Dedicated to Serve, R.L. Dutton. Unfortunately, no one knows who R.L. Dutton is because, the publishing house is keeping their lips sealed tight on, the identity of the author. So, he's got to go find an author, in a couple months if he wants to get the job to go to London, the branch office. And this goes a bit sideways for him. I mean, because Gabe's like, oh, we're going to London? I like that idea. Until he realizes he's going to have to spend months in quarantine. And all of a sudden, Gabe's like, wait. No. I can't spend 6 months in quarantine. I'll go crazy.
6 months? 6 months of quarantine? In a prison with a bunch of smelly dogs? I'll never make it. Eric, I'll never make it. No! What are you two staring at? Better yet, where am I? Oh man, look at you two. Looks like you've been rotting away in here for years. And you look like you probably eat little puppies for lunch. And you, over there, what are you, a porcupine or a dog? Oh man, I'll never make it in here. No! Oh, no way am I going to quarantine.
So he decides, like, I gotta become Cupid Dog and find my master, or my dad, a lover, so he'll stay in, LA, or for the LA area. So it's like, I'm not moving and spending 6 months in quarantine, then they come back and have to spend another 6 months in quarantine. He's like, that'd be awful. Awful, I tell you. So, yeah, Gabe starts, trying to hook Eric up with various women with very limited success at first. Let's put it that way, if we're being nice. From, stealing a woman's bra and bringing it back to Eric's house. Well, her bikini top, but same thing roughly, right? To trying to attract attention from women on the beach, to chasing down nuns, basically going, well, you don't have to be picky, Eric, just pick someone. Just trying to find, a lover. It doesn't have to be the right lover if you'll, get married for a while and forget about London. To eventually settling on, Sarah, who lives, right behind Eric's house. You know, the girl next door. Like, it couldn't be much more of a stereotype, right? But Gabe starts, like listening to TV shows about love from this one woman, starts, bringing flowers and just sticks Eric's card in amongst them and bringing over old poems he wrote and jewelry, just trying to hook them up any way possible by acting like Eric's just leaving secret surprise presents because he's a romantic, and doesn't want to fess up to them. But yeah, they eventually, get together after all these exchanges, and then they have the big breakup scene because, Eric still wants to go to London for a year, and, Sarah's like, I can't be in a relationship with a guy that's going to be gone for a year. Long distance relationships just don't work out, Eric. They don't work out. We can't be together if you can't commit to me and stay in the area. And he still has to work on, finding the author. And eventually, he gets some leads from a detective on who R.L. Dutton is, but it's not the author. It's the author's grandfather. And he gives an interview with, him on TV, revealing that, Sarah's the author, and then proposes to her, and they hook up at the end of the movie and live happily ever after. I have to admit, it's very a cliche plot line. Like I said, the writing's not particularly great. The music's rather stock. And the only thing that really has any positive values going for this might be Gabe trying to do my job, when I do Let's Plays, with being, a provider, sometimes rather snide commentary and attempts at comedy to mixed levels of success, obviously. And yes, we have a talking dog for this movie. Albeit, for the most part, the dog's lips don't move, and when we do see movement, it's through some very bad CGI effects, so it looks awful. Like, come on, people, that's why you gotta bust out the peanut butter or something, to make them move their mouths more. I mean, it worked for Ed the Wonder Horse. Oh, man. But, yeah, I mean, it's not the worst film I've ever watched, but it's not good by any stretch of the imagination. I'm sure some people find it cute and adorable and enjoy it, and more power to you, because I definitely could enjoy it to a certain extent, but at times I got kind of bored with it and just had to walk away and pace in my room for a little bit before coming back. Because I'm just like, this is going way too slow paced. Like, we have an entire scene out at Eric's dad's place. He owns a ranch. And I'm like, this scene adds nothing to the movie beyond having a horse tell Gabriel, you're Gabriel, your name's Gabriel, you've never heard of Cupid, the angel of love. He's like you want to, fix your problems, about not wanting to go to London, you need to hook your master up with somebody. And did he really need to go to a ranch and meet a talking horse to know that, he should do that? You couldn't have had a local dog provide that answer or something? Like, seriously, why do we have to have a whole scene that basically just involves, watching a little dog get chased by big dogs? Because that was mostly what the scene was. Like, it was obviously added in for padding. And I don't like that. Like, if you shaved off some of the unnecessary scenes in this movie, I think you could easily trim it down to about an hour in length instead of an hour and a half. Which would give it some better pacing, in my opinion. Either that, or they had to do a much better job, tying in some of those scenes, into the main story in a way that made them feel more relevant. I mean, some of them, I'm guessing, like the blind date stuff was meant for comedic appeal, but for the most part, those bits fell rather flat, in my opinion. Admittedly, it's not a well-written film, as we've already established, so it's not surprising a lot of the jokes tend to be rather hit or miss. More miss than anything, but yeah. Till next time, then. See ya.
Girls, I smell girls. Ooh, there they are, over there. I'm gonna go meet them.
Anyway, I'm gonna meet with the publisher later today. Hey, Gabe! Stop running around like you've never been in a park before.
Here I come, ladies. Get ready to meet my dad. Hi, I'm Cupid Dog. Wait right here a second. I'm waiting to meet my dad. Dad!
Gabe, stop! Hey! Gabe!
So do you cook? Anyone of you cook? My dad loves cooking. Oh no, don't be afraid of me. I just want you to meet my daddy. Oh, sorry about that.